Hey friendo, Steve here. Welcome back to Wrestle Juice. I'm over here. I got a new setup going on. This is the rest of my office. I figured you guys would want to see my dog. Let's get it to the real set here. So we're a little less than 2 weeks out from King and Queen of the Ring, so I figured what better time than to do some really early predictions for King and Queen of the Ring, including the remaining matches that are yet to take place. You just can't help but be in the shot, can you? Including the remaining matches that are yet to take place on Raw and SmackDown to determine, the Raw and SmackDown semifinals, the quarterfinals, whatever they're on right now. I'm going to go ahead and predict a lot of it. 2 weeks in advance is my super early King and Queen of the Ring predictions. All right, so right now, as of today, which is Monday, May 13th, there are only 5 matches right now on the card. You would think that they would add maybe a couple more, although now that we're in the Paul Levesque era, maybe the idea is, as we saw at Backlash, we're going to get 3-hour-long premium live events with only a small, it's the old school takeover thing, right? 5 matches, maybe 6 matches. Just really quality stuff, giving these matches plenty of time to breathe so that when you come across a longer premium live event or a bigger deal of a premium live event, like a Money in the Bank, a Survivor Series, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, the big 5 basically, that's going to be where you're going to get the longer show, more matches, maybe a little less match time per match, but it's going to be beefier. Maybe that's going to be the idea. However, I still kind of feel like they're going to add maybe one more match to the card this coming week. Right now, it looks like the only major title, well, there's 2 major titles right now that are not being defended on the show. That's Damian Priest's World Championship and, of course, Bayley's WWE Women's Championship. Maybe they're going to do a Bayley versus Nia Jax. They might get to that sooner than later. Maybe they'll try to revisit Bayley versus Naomi, given that she's not moving on in the whole Queen of the Ring thing. I don't know exactly. Maybe I'll post some shorts and link to this video to those shorts if they add matches, and I'll supplement this video with that. By the way, as you probably noticed, got a brand new setup over here. I don't know. I think I like it better than just seeing my entire goddamn office. And I got to try to keep it clean. And when I don't, I get comments saying oh my God, this room looks like it smells. It does. It smells like dog because I got this old ass dog in here all the time, but it didn't smell like feet or something. I'm not that gross. Hygienically speaking, I think I'm all right. I wear deodorant, unlike a lot of you. Sorry. Anyways, let's go ahead and kick this thing. I'm getting in trouble already. Let's get this thing off with the King of the Ring, Men of the Ring. Right now, Gunther, the ring general, is taking on Kofi Kingston in the quarter semifinals, whatever they're called. Ilya Dragunov is taking on Jey Uso. Randy Orton is taking on Carmelo Hayes. And LA Knight, is taking on Tama Tonga over there on SmackDown. My guess to win the entire thing is Gunther. I think the ring general is just coming off that Intercontinental Championship run. They want to try to keep him a big deal in advance of the Berlin show, which is either before or after SummerSlam, the opposite of whatever I said in that last video, because I got that one wrong. So I feel like Gunther's going to win this entire thing, which means Gunther's going to beat Kofi Kingston. Ilya Dragunov versus Jey Uso is kind of an interesting one because Jey Uso you could see maybe some sort of bloodline interference, perhaps, but maybe that won't happen. Ilya Dragunov, I feel like they're trying to get him off on a strong start, but maybe they're going to have him avoid Gunther. I think Jey Uso wins. I think Jey Uso, look, he's main event Jey Uso. He was drafted number 1 by Raw. He's got to win some big matches. So Jey Uso beats Ilya Dragunov, loses to Gunther in the Raw finals. Over on SmackDown, unfortunately for Carmelo Hayes, I know I said that I think he was going to win King of the Ring. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Randy Orton's going to beat Carmelo Hayes. Why? Because they're going to Saudi Arabia. And I think they love Randy Orton over there because he's like a throwback to the Ruthless Aggression era. So Randy Orton beats Carmelo Hayes. Tama Tonga is going up against LA Knight. Yeah, Tama Tonga wins that match, but he falls to the Viper Randy Orton. And that's like Randy Orton's revenge for the Kevin Owens thing. And then you got Randy Orton versus Gunther there in Saudi Arabia, which I think will be a hell of a match. That'll be really good stuff. So I think Randy Orton loses to Gunther there in Saudi Arabia. That's going to be a barn burner, though. I think that's going to be really good. So that's the men's of the ring. Now we got the women's of the ring. We got the queen of the ring. Right now, you got Shayna Baszler versus Io Sky on Raw, and Lyra Valkyria versus Zoe Stark on Raw. Meanwhile, over on SmackDown, you got Nia Jax and Jade Cargill, and then Tiffany Stratton and Bianca Belair. Those are the matches there. I think Bianca is going to lose thanks to some cheating. No, wait, shit. Boy, that's a tough one. Bianca Belair versus Tiffany Stratton. Oof. Man, okay, so here's my thing. Jade's going to win the entire thing. Jade is going to win the entire thing. So you got Jade Cargill coming out of her side. I think you got Tiffany Stratton coming out of her side, maybe with some cheating. Maybe she beats Bianca Belair by cheating. That's, oh boy, that's a big bet right there. And then Jade Cargill beats Tiffany Stratton. Meanwhile, on the other side, Io Sky beats Shayna Baszler. Lyra Valkyria beats Zoe Stark. Io Sky beats Lyra Valkyria. And then Io Sky takes on Jade Cargill as kind of like a damage control versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair singles WrestleMania rematch, even though Io Sky wasn't in that. Io Sky also can like really be the anchor of a great match. So her versus Jade Cargill and say, hey, I kind of like that Jade Cargill Piper Niven match. I thought that was a pretty good match. Jade Cargill's coming along in the ring. So anyways, yeah, you got Jade Cargill versus Io Sky. Jade Cargill gets the big win there. She becomes queen of the ring. And yeah, I think that's what happens. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, let's move over to the actual matches, the rest of the matches on the card. You got Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. Oh, this is kind of a tough one here. I think Liv Morgan wins here because you need some bad guy winning in Saudi Arabia. Add to that Becky's contract situation. We don't know where she's going to end up. And then on top of that, when Rhea Ripley comes back, of course, she's going to be going after Liv Morgan, not just for stealing Dom, which is probably going to be a thing, but also chances are Liv will have the title when Rhea comes back. You might as well just do that here in Saudi Arabia. Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn wins here. He's got ties in Saudi Arabia. He does the thing where he goes on his spiritual journey stuff. I don't want to make light of it because that'd be rude, but that's what they do. He goes out and he does that thing. So he's not losing there in Saudi Arabia. It's going to be a big, celebratory moment for him. That's pretty cool. And then this is an interesting one. You got Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul for that United States Championship and the undisputed WWE Championship. From what I can tell, this is title for title. From what I can tell, Logan Paul is putting his title up. Cody said, I've never won that title. If I win it, I get to be Grand Slam. Wikipedia says this is champion versus champion. Doesn't that mean title for title? If it doesn't, correct me in the comments below. But Cody said, I'm going to be a Grand Slam champion. I think that's what he said. So, I think this is champion for champion. So one of two things are going to happen. Either Cody Rhodes is going to become champion, and Logan Paul is going to have to drop that thing, which could motivate Cody Rhodes taking that U.S. title and, infusing the U.S. into his undisputed championship. And then it'll be that cool, Winged Eagle United States of America Cody Rhodes title, American Nightmare title. That could be pretty cool. I'd buy that shit, by the way. I would get on WWE Shop. I'd take some of my hard-earned WrestleJuice money, and I'd buy that shit. I'd open it right here, and I'd put it right there on that little thing back there. The TV stand ain't got a TV stand on it. I put it on there. So yeah, that's a possibility. Also, I've seen this offered up on Twitter, so I'm going to steal the idea, because apparently that's what I do now. It's going to wonk finish thanks to Uncle Howdy, because they've been teasing this Uncle Howdy thing. And maybe they're going to have this be a wonk finish where nobody really wins, nobody loses, a DQ finish, because Uncle Howdy shows up. All the lights go out, and then he shows up in his little outfit. And then the other, Joe Gacy, and then a couple others show up. Whoever's going to be in the crew there with Uncle Howdy. And then Cody Rhodes is going to have to face off with Uncle Howdy at the next couple pay-per-views. So I think that maybe that'll be. Then Logan Paul could say, hey, I never lost against Cody Rhodes, and he'll still be United States champion. So that's a possibility, too. I think that's going to happen because, I don't think they're going to have Cody be champ. Will you guys stop bitching about Cody Rhodes' title reign so far if he becomes champ? That's my guess then. That's my prediction. Cody Rhodes is going to be champ. Or they're going to do the thing where they alluded to it being champion versus champion on SmackDown, but it's not really champion versus champion, and Cody just wins. So he should be United States champion, but he's not going to be because they're like, oh, this wasn't title for title. That's what they're going to do. That's probably what they're going to do. Allude to it on SmackDown, and then they yank it back out from us. That's what they do. Yeah. Anyways, what do you guys think of this new setup here? I look dramatic. I've got like the red light on my face. I got the blue light back there. I think I like this. I look moody, but then I'm still like a dork. So, and it is what it is. Anyway, and you got to see my dog. She moved, by the way. She's right here now. Anyways, that's going to do it for this Wrestle Juice. Let me know in the comments below what your early predictions are for this pay-per-view. Who do you think Damian Priest is even going to face at this upcoming premium live event? Are they going to do Priest versus, I don't know, CM Punk? Is he cleared yet? No, not yet. Who else is even a contender for Priest these days? Who am I talking to? Nobody's in here.